Namaskaram.
Namaskaram. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Padyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Sharada Sharadham Bhoja Vadana Vadanam Bhuje Sarvada Sarvadhasmakam Sannidhim Kriyat Shri Sharda Parameshwaryai Namaha. Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhashyakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Namaste once again, all of you. So, how was your last 5 days doing homework and all?
We are just trying to be up on the surface.
Sorry?
I think we are just trying to stay afloat.
Okay.
Especially the last one. Yes, that's my thing. Okay.
Okay. Because my expectation is at least compared to the previous week, you would have made some progress.
No, yes. But the last one, when you have to the Paratmay Pade, the forms, that's the thing.
Okay.
That is all. The other things are okay. Yeah.
Good. So that's fine. So what we will do today is that first we will see the homework. And then I will show you some slides clarifying the issue we faced in the 10th Gana Rit Lakara. Last class, we had a problem about this Gana Vikarana Pratyaya, but there was a mistake on my part. I also did not understand it completely. Then I went through the sutras and then found out what exactly is to be done. And then we will also see, if time permits, the ready reckoner. Summary of what we have covered till now in just 5, 6, 7 slides. I don't know how number of slides, maybe very few slides rather. If you keep those slides, take a printout and keep it, it will be very useful whenever you are doing any conjugation of any verb in the whatever we have seen for 1, 4, 6, and 10 these ganas. Having said that, there are so many verbs and certain verbs certain rules are applicable. The grammar rules which we have seen are relevant only for the dhatus that we have seen rather. There may be some other dhatus in the same gana where some other grammar rule is applicable. So those things, as we go on doing it, and then if we come across some such usage, then we find out why that usage is an exception to what we have already learned. Then we will know the reason also. So that is how the knowledge is needs to be built up, because it's a very, even Tinganta Pratyaya is a very vast subject. So that is how we will do. So first we will go and look at what we have done in the homework. Okay. So which is the homework? Yes, homeworks, this one. Yes. So this is the homework that I gave. Sandhi form. Prati ekam hare plus a maha utsavah rashtra aikyam vadu urvika. Then maivam paramot krishtam nanyatha phalaicha jananyaha. Then dhatus were chit. First gana parasmai pada set. Then gud dhatu. This was a mistake I had done. It was, I had taken the other dha rather, that aspirational dha, but it was thanks to Krishna Kumarji who pointed it out. So I corrected it. Atmane padam said first gana. Then kut dhatu, fourth gana parasmai padam said. Then dhi dhatu, fourth gana atmane padam, and anit. So these are the homework we saw, we are trying to do. So first we will take the sandhis, prati plus ekam. So now you should all be very familiar with the process. Prati, the last letter is E, A, the first letter is A. So E plus A,
Yan Sandhi.
Yan Sandhi, it will become E. Therefore, the result will be Pratyekam, Yan Sandhi. Okay. This you all got?
Yes,
No problem in this.
no problem.
Yeah, so you should all be now getting familiar with these sandhis, Then Hare plus A. Both Hare, the last letter is A, which is followed by a Swara, which is A. So apply Ayavayava Sandhi, A of Hare become I. Correct? Therefore, result will be what? Harai plus A, Haraye. Correct? Ayavayava Sandhi. So this is the second one. Then third one, Maha Utsavaha. Maha last letter is A, then followed by U. So straight away Gunasandhi will apply. A plus U will change to O. So Mah O Savaha Mahotsavaha. So this O will replace this A of Maha and U of Utsavaha also, and it will become Mahotsavaha by Gunasandhi. Then the fourth one, Rashtra plus Aikyam. So Rashtra, the last letter is A, and the first letter of Aikyam is I. Right? So Vriddhi Sandhi will apply. Straight away when you see I, though it's a Vriddhi letter, so Vriddhi Sandhi should be applying. That's a clue in that. So we will get Rashtraikyam. Right? A and will be, A and I will combine and will become Rashtraikyam by Vriddhi Sandhi. Then Vadhu plus Urmika. Then again there are two U's. Last letter of Vadhu is U. First letter of Urmika is also U. So what? Savarna Dirgha Sandhi will apply and we will get Vadhurmika. Right? So far
Yes.
so good?
So far, so good.
Very
Yes,
good.
Guruji, yes.
Yes,
Very
Guruji.
Good.
Able to do this now.
Okay, very good. That's very nice to hear. Then now we'll go to the splitting the sandhis. So first word was Maivam, right? So Maivam is Im plus I plus U plus A plus Im. So from this we can find out that this I is the letter which is forming the sandhi. Because all the way, while we must note one thing. The sandhi letter will be a vowel. That is pakka, that is sure, right? So from that we can find out, because this is all we are dealing with ach sandhi, vowel sandhis. So the sandhi letter here will be always a vowel. So when you look at it, there are only two vowels. One is A, another is I. A cannot be a sandhi letter because there is nothing comes from, no combination will result in just A. So I is the only logical, left out vowel, which is the possibility of a sandhi is there. So the I is the result of what? If when we see Vriddhi Sandhi, it is A plus A stroke I will be resulting in I, all these four combinations. So when we apply that, what we'll get? We will get Ma plus Evam, that is A plus A, then A plus A, Ma plus Evam, then Ma plus Ivam, then Ma plus Ivam, right? Now, the first only is possibility because, sorry, there is something wrong here. Not the first, sorry. Second is the possibility because first there is nothing called ma, right? I'll correct it. 1 second. Maivam, we know that. Because yes. We know that only ma plus evam is possibility because ma is not a padam and aivam is also not a padam. So it automatically, what will happen? Ma plus evam becomes maivam by vriddhi sandhi. Okay. So this one you could get?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Ji.
No problem. Good. Then next one, paramot krishtam. Again, we are splitting this whole thing. Very long split. Then in the whole thing, we see somewhere in the middle is this O. Right? Paramo. Then this O is straight away a result of guna sandhi. A stroke A plus U is equal to O. Right? So again, we have four possibilities. Parama plus utkrishtam, Parama plus utkrishtam, Parama plus utkrishtam, Parama plus utkrishtam. There is no word Parama and there is no word utkrishtam. Correct? So all these three options are ruled out. So Parama plus utkrishtam applying Gunasandhi becomes Paramotkrishtam. Okay. Then third, Nanyatha. So again, splitting the sound, we find that there is only one A in the end. This A we can ignore because A cannot be a Sandhi letter. Rather. So there is only another A, which is the second sound. Rather. Okay. So we can spot this A and it's a result of A plus A is A by Savagna Dirgha Sandhi. So therefore, what is very simple, na plus anyatha, nanyatha. We apply Savarna Dirgha Sandhi here. So again, very, very simple splitting of Sandhi. Okay. Then Phala Icha. Then when we split Phala Icha, now we have A and E in this middle, right? I. So this could be a very good candidate for Sandhi because there is no other candidate which could be resulting in a Sandhi rather, right? So I is the result of conversion of A followed by a Swara as per Ayavayava Sandhi. We have seen that. So replacing I with A, we get two words, Phale plus Icha, Phala Icha. This one you got?
Yes,
Yes.
Guruji.
Yes. Yes.
Very good, very good. That's very nice. Then Jananyaha. So again, when we split this whole thing, the only candidate here is either E or A. These are the only two possibilities here, right? So first let us take E. So E we know is by Yan Sandhi we get E as conversion of E stroke E, right? So here what happens is Janani is a Pratipadikam and the Pratama Ekavachan is Janani Dirga. Okay. And Janani is a Sambodhana Pratama. Because this E could be either E or E. So if we apply E, it will become Janani. If we apply E, it will become Janani. Correct. So out of the two, which is right, we have to know. So for that, we have to know something about this Pratipadika and its declensions. Right. So Janani is a Sambodhana. So it cannot be Janani because it is Janani is you are calling out to somebody. So it has got to be one which is Janani. So only E we have to take. So the two words will be Janani plus Aha, Jananyaha. Because this A straight away will become Aha. Right? So Jananyaha, this will become. This all of you got?
Yes, Guruji.
This also you got. Good, very good. Well, this was a little tricky in the sense of, you should know which to use, whether Janani to be used or Janani to be used. So that is why I just wanted to check whether you could get the correct one. Janani.
I didn't get it actually. I lost track.
Okay. So that is why, this was a little tricky one. Because there are two possibilities and both are sound right rather. Right? Sound wise, Janani plus Aha also is right. Janani plus Aha also will sound right rather. So that we have to choose one. So this is the logic we apply for this. If you actually look up this Janani declension, you will find that difference. First one is Janani and Sambodhana Prathama is Janani. You will find that. Okay. So now let us now go to the next one. This is Dhatu Chitta. So it's very simple, straightforward. We have done in the previous exercise.
Previously we have done that.
Similar thing. So
Previously we have done that.
yeah, previously we have done not Chit, we did some other Dhatu, but it was the same,
No, Chit only we have done.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or did we do it as a part of our learning? Not
Learning.
homework we didn't do. Okay.
Yeah, not as homework.
Not as homework. Okay. But in homework also, I think I gave a dhatu with a E. I don't, isn't it? Let me see. Chit only I have given. So we have done it as a when we were learning it. So I don't need to actually go through this completely. Chit becomes Cheta after applying Ganavikarna Pratyaya and also this Anga taking Guna. Okay.
Raghu, I have a question. Where does the E of Siddh? There is no Siddh. You mean E of...
That's what I'm saying. There is some confusion has happened there. Wait 1 second.
Okay, take your time.
1 second. Because I think Siddh Dhatu I gave in the last homework, if I'm not wrong. This should be Chit.
I think Siddh only he gave.
Well, last time.
Last time, it is not Chi.
Yeah, I gave Siddh with Dha, right?
Same Siddhi.
The rules are same, I mean, the form is
rules are same.
Yeah.
Different.
So that way, it should be very easy. Whether it is Siddh or Chit, there we got Sedha, here we got Cheta. That's all. Okay. So E of Chit will take Guna, will become Ich, Itta. So Cheta it becomes. Okay. And then we apply the Parasmaya Pada Pratyas. I won't go through these Pratyas because you are all now very, very familiar with that. So I will straight away go to the Rit Lakara. I will only go through the Angas in order to save time, because even then I will send you these slides, and if anybody wants to see the final form, you can always look at the the slides rather, which I will be circulating. So I have done all that. In fact, I have done Chetatu and everything I have done, but we will not. We will conserve some time because we have got a long agenda today. So let us conserve some time to complete whatever we are planning to do. So Rit Lakara again, we have done this Chittu Dhatu if while learning the first Gana. So that way we get Chetishya by Sya, then Idagama comes, it becomes Shya. Then E takes Guna, it becomes Che, then it becomes Chetishya. That is the Rit lakara, then chetishyati, chetishyataha, chetishyanti, all that thing forms. Okay. So second dhatu is gud dhatu. This is where, I had given the wrong one. This is atmanepada, set. Okay. So gud means to leap or to jump. Then even in Tamil and Hindi and all that, this word has come only from Sanskrit, Koodta hai in Hindi, Kood, and in Gudikiran in Tamil. So all that have come from Sanskrit Gud Dhatu only, conversion of this. So then here, add Vikarana Pratyaya, U of Gud takes Guna, becomes O, then the Anga becomes Goda. That is the Gud Dhatu. So when you get Goda, then Godate, Atmane Pratyasa. So all that we get. Then we go to the Rit Lakara. We add Sya, then Idagama, then it becomes Shya, then Guna, Godishya, we get finally Rit Lakara. Is all okay, no? You're all following.
Yes,
Following.
Guruji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
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 Guruji.
Guruji.
I am trying to go fast because I feel that you all know all these things now. So if I am going too fast, please stop me and say, no, please repeat it again, or we want to see the forms and you please let me know. Okay. I am assuming that what is important is to know how the Anga is formed. Correct. Once Anga is formed, then the forms are all very simple. You just add the pratyayas and then you get all these, which we have done umpteen number of times while learning that, each Gana. Okay. So
Raghuji, can we just see the lit form alone? That everything is clear to me. Lit, I still having difficulty. So if you could just show the lit future only, that I'll appreciate that.
Okay, I will do that.
Because that's some complexity and I'm still struggling with that. Thank you.
No, but are you able to get this go this year?
Yes, I got it.
Not to go this year, no. Then fine. Yeah. Then I will show you.
And also I am still, what are the, I know you have told, I've written down. So as far as I know, Guna letters are, A is a Guna letter. And
A is a Guna
E,
letter, but A remains A only.
and
A
U is
doesn't
also
change to anything.
but U changed to A, right? U changed to U Guna letter.
E changed to A, U changed to O, R changed to R, L changed to Al.
So U and E, okay, I see. That's what I got thrown off by the U and E are Guna letters. Okay, thank you. Still,
Yeah, mostly you will come across E and U only.
Oh.
Because R ending dhatus are all very, very rare. Pitru and all that one, very rare dhatus are there. Right?
Okay.
And R ending, though, even I don't know. I will have to search which is the R ending dhatu.
See, that is that's the thing, and the E that Chitta and this Godisha, I had to think a lot, figure it out. It was a Guna. From the forms, I figured it must be Guna. So I did the reverse engineering as opposed to knowing, so it didn't stick in my mind, those two are Guna. Thank you. So
you just have to remember this. When you come across E or E, the Guna will be A. U or U will be Guna will be O. That's all you have to remember. Okay. So here it is U, so it can become O. So it becomes Godishya. So then we apply all the Atmane Pada thing pratyas. Godishyate, Godishyete, Godishyante, Godishyase, Godishyete, Godishyadve, Godishye, Godishyavahe, Godishyamahe. So these are the forms rather. It's very simple. Once you get Godishya, and then you just apply wherever the sandhis are there. We have seen this Pararupa Sandhi and all that. Apply that grammar rules. When A is followed by Ma or Va, then that A becomes Dirgha. So that Godishyavahe, Godishyavahe it becomes. Okay. Right. Now next, Kut Dhatu, fourth Gana. Parasmai Padam. So Kut, fourth Gana, the Vikarana Pratyaya, we have to remember is Ya. So it becomes Kutya. Now we have to remember that fourth Gana Dhatus do not take Guna in Sarvadhatuka Lakaras. That is one thing we will have to remember. So U here, even though it is there, it will not take Guna. So it will remain U only. So it will become Kutya. Then Kutyati, Kutyataha, Kutyanti, Kutyasi, Kutyataha, and all that, those forms will follow rather. Lat, Lang, Lot, Vidiling. All these forms we will follow. Then Kut Dhatu will come to Rit Lakara is said. Idagama will be there. Sya Vikarana Pratyaya. Dhatu will take Guna. Rit Lakara is Ardha Dhatuka, right? So here it will take Guna. In only in Sarva Dhatuka it will not take Guna. Ardha Dhatuka it will take Guna. So we do just split the sounds, then add Vikarana Pratyaya Sya, then add Idagama, then because of Idagama Sya becomes Shya, then U takes Guna, it becomes O, then it becomes Kotishya, right? And then we have Kotishyati, Kotishyataha, Kotishyanti, Kotishyasi, Kotishyataha, Kotishyataha, Kotishyami, Kotishyavaha, Kotishyama. These are the Rit Lakara forms for
Raghuji, I have a question. Oh
Yeah.
God, sorry to. So in the Lat Lakara, it doesn't take Guna, but in Lit it takes Guna. I said that's Lit
not
is all.
Lat, it doesn't take Guna in Lat, Lang, Lot, and Vidiling, all four Lakaras, Sarva
But it-
Dhatuka Lakaras.
Okay. So this is a Ardha Dhatuka. Okay, I got
Yeah.
it. That.
So you must always remember when I say Sarva Dhatuka, these are the four Lakaras.
Okay.
Sarva Dhatuka is one name for Lat, Lang, Lot, and Vidiling.
Okay.
All other 6 Lakaras are Ardha Dhatuka Lakaras.
Lat, Lang, Lot. Okay.
Vidiling.
Vidili. Okay.
Okay. That you must
Okay.
remember. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So Rit is one, we are actually originally plan was to study only Sarva Dhatuka Lakaras. Correct. But Sarva Dhatuka Lakaras do not include future tense. So in order to include the future tense also, I am teaching you the Rit Lakara also, which is an exception to the general teaching rules. So that when you come across some future tense usages, you will be able to make out this is Rit Lakara. That is why. Okay. And we did come across, I think in the 13th lesson or 14th lesson, some Bhavishyati or something we came across. And that time I realized that there could be more such words. Then if I have to tell you this is Rit Lakara, future tense and all that, I thought better to teach it properly what is Rit Lakara. Even though after this, there are still 5 Lakaras left. But we will see in the second round, because those Lakaras and all, there are different rules and all that. We will see that those Lakaras later. Okay. So now we will go to the last Dhatu, Dhi. Dhi also, I think, is a very simple one. We have seen a similar Dhatu in the last homework also. Then Dhi is there, then you just add a Vikarana Pratyaya, Gana Vikarana Pratyaya, ya, the Anga becomes Dhiya. Okay. Then Dhiyate, Dhiyate, Dhiyante, all Atmane Pada, Pratyayas we add. Then coming to Dhi Dhatu is Anit. So when the movement Anit is there, we must remember whether Idagama will not apply, then Vikarana Pratyaya we have to apply, then whether any jal is there or not. The moment Anit comes, the jal, we have to remember whether that rule will apply or not, jal char rule. Okay. So here, of course, there is no jal because it is ending in E. E is not a jal, it is a vowel. Okay. So here it will not be applicable, but we must bring that into our mind to check that and then say, no, it is not applicable. Okay. So then what happens? Dhi Dhatu, add Vikarana Pratyaya, then add there is no idagama, but the E of D will make it Shya. Shya will become Shya because of this E of D. Okay, even though there is no idagama. Then this E will take guna, it will become A, then it will become Deshya. Did you all get this? Deshya?
Yeah, got it.
Got it. Very good. Very good. So Deshya, then Deshyate, Deshyate, Deshyante, etc., etc. will be there in the Rit Lakara for the Dhatu. So that ends.
This
the
guna
whole-
should be applied last after that, seeing that we, after changing to Ishya only, then we apply the guna, right?
that is what how we normally do. But
Okay.
some circumstances, because of guna, some changes may be happening. But we have not come across that because you see, the language is such that there are general rules. Then there are some exceptions to those rules. So in those exceptions, you may get caught sometimes. Because then you may apply the guna first and then come later and all. But this is generally the steps that we follow. Vikarana pratyaya, the changes that Vikarana pratyaya brings about in the Angakarya. And then we will see whether any other grammar rules are applicable. And then guna we apply in the last letter. That is what is the steps that we follow. Okay. So now we will go to, where are they gone? I closed it. 1 second. So now, second one I told you was, we will do the Rit Lakara, right? Yes. Can you all see it?
No, Guruji.
No.
Not yet.
Let me share it. Wait. I have not shared it, I think. Share screen. Rit Lakara. Yes. Right. Okay. So this is where we got a little bit struck in the last class. 10th Gana, Churadi Gana, Rit Lakara. And we were applying the Gana Vikarana Pratyaya Aya. And we were not getting the Rit Lakara forms correctly. Okay. So now we will see what exactly has gone wrong there. So we have learned that the formation of Anga, the 10th Gana, in the Sarvadhatuka Lakara, the Gana Vikarana Pratyaya is Aya, which is to be added after the Dhatu and before the Ting Pratyaya. Unlike the 4th and 6th Ganas, the 10th Gana, in the 10th Gana, the Ardha Dhatuka Lakara also take Gana Vikarana Pratyaya with a slight change. This is the change. What is the change? Instead of Aya, the Gana Vikarana Pratyaya is I. That A at the end of Ya is dropped. It becomes I. So the Akara of I is dropped. You understand that? This is a slight difference. From Aya, it becomes I. With this change, let us see the conjugation of 10th Gana Dhatus in Rit Lakara. Okay. And we will, as usual, consider all the Idagama, Guna, Sandhi rules and all that. Okay. And other grammar rules. So, first we saw Bal Dhatu. Okay. Bal Dhatu is said. Idagama will apply. So, Vikarana Pratyaya is Sya. So, Bal Dhatu. Ib il a. Sorry, Ibba il. Then add the Vikarana Pratyaya, Gana Vikarana Pratyaya I. Okay. Then what happened? Then add Vikarana Pratyaya Sya. Then add Idagama I. And Sya becomes Shya. So then it becomes Balayishya. Where we were going wrong was we took this as Aya. And then we were saying that why it is not forming a Sandhi, A plus E is not a Sandhi is happening, right? But it is not Aya, but it is I. For those of you who are interested, how this happens, I will, after these slides, I will also show you a couple of slides to explain exactly grammatically as per Panini Sutras what is happening. Okay. So balayishya is the anga we get, and then balayishyati, balayishyataha, balayishyanti, balayishyasi, balayishyataha, and all that. These are the forms that we get. Is that clear now? What was the problem and what is the solution?
Yes, Ji.
Yeah. So the mistake was, I told you that both the aya is the Ganavikarana Pratyaya in both Sarva Dhatuka and Ardha Dhatuka. That was a mistake. It is aya in Sarva Dhatuka and I without the akara ending in the Ardha Dhatuka. Okay.
Guruji, actually that first gana also we will not add that Ganavikarana Pratyaya for Rit Lagara, no? First gana also. You are written here.
First Gana.
First gana also we will not add the Ganavikarana Pratyaya for the.
No. Yes. Ganavikarana Pratyaya, first Gana, we won't add.
We won't add, no, because you are written 4, 6, and 10.
No, wait, let me just think. First Gana, let me just check it. First Gana, Rit Lakara.
Will not add any Ganavikarana Pratyaya. Only Isya will be adding, no?
No, it will, because Bhu Dhatu becomes Bhavishyati,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And Bhu Dhatu is id, and in the Sarva Dhatu Lakara, it is Bhavi.
U plus
So it is that because that Ganavikarana Pratyaya is being added, that U becomes Av.
Oh, so
So
Bhuva.
it is added in first Gana. Ganavikarana Pratyaya is first and 10th Gana. Ganavikarana Pratyaya is added for Ardha Dhatuka as well as Sarva Dhatuka Lakaras. In the 4th Gana and the 6th Gana, exception is for Sarva Dhatuka. No, we don't add Ganavikarana Pratyaya, but Ardha Dhatuka we add.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first Gana, only some
No. Ganavikarana Pratyaya is added. Guna doesn't take. See, in the first Gana and the 10th Gana, Ganavikarana Pratyaya is added.
For Ardha Dhatuka Lakaras.
Ardha Dhatuka Lakara also. Okay.
Okay.
What happens is, the Dhatu does not take Guna in the Sarva Dhatuka Lakara in the 4th and 6th Gana.
Yeah, that is correct. That is clear. I am clear.
Otherwise, all this, I have made a chart. I will show you when I am showing you this, the reading reckoner, I will show you that. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when we are actually, I wanted to point out one thing which nobody has asked me till now, but I will on my own point out. See, okay, I will come to that later. Okay, so this is Bala Dhatu, Bal Dhatu. So Bala Ishya is the Anga we got. So all this we got. Okay. So next we saw was Mid Dhatu. Okay. Mid is said, Idagama will apply Vikarana Pratyaya Sya. So we add I, then Sya we add, then Idagama we add, and it becomes Shya. So what we get? Meda Ishya. Meda Ishya is the Anga we get. Okay. So then we get Meda Ishyati, Meda Ishyataha, etc. Then the third dhatu we saw was Chur dhatu, which is Set. So Idagama and Sya will come. So Chur, ich, u, ar. So add I, then this add Sya because Vikarana Pratyaya. Then we add Idagama and it becomes Shya. Then U of Chur takes Guna, it becomes Cho, O, and it becomes Chora Ishya. Is the form, is the Anga we get. Chora Ishya. Okay. So Chora Ishyati, Chora Ishyataha, Chora Ishyati, Chora Ishyasi, Chora Ishyataha, and all that we get. So this is what was the problem when the last 10th Gana in the Rit Lakara. This problem did not come in the Sarvadhatuka Lakaras because that A was there. Here A is dropped. Now the question is, why is this A dropped? Okay. Okay, we there one more dhatu to go. Das dhatu. Right. Now, das dhatu said idagama will apply. So same thing. The aya, then I is Ganavikarana Pratyaya, Sya is the Vikarana Pratyaya. Then we add idagama, Sya it becomes. Then I told you the Dirgatvam rule of penultimate A is there for 10th Gana. Okay. So when a particular pratyaya is, when this aya pratyaya is added, Ganavikarana pratyaya, this A of da becomes dirga and becomes da. This I told you last time itself, right? Now the question which people have not asked me after going through that also is the first dhatu we saw is bala. Correct? So bala also is, there is a penultimate A. But here it doesn't take dirga. Isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Confused, huh?
Confused.
See, that is why, you know, a very good grounding in the Panini grammar rules becomes very, very important. Because even though this is a general rule which Panini has given for the 10th Gana, wherever this Aya Pratyaya comes, no? This Ganavikarana Pratyaya, when it comes in the 10th Gana for Ardha Dhatuka Lakaras, and also it comes, you know, in Sarvadhatuka also. I will explain to you in the next slide why this is happening now. Okay. So, but there are exceptions. After giving the rule, Panini says that this rule will not apply to these type of dhatus. Certain type of dhatus he defines. It will not apply to them. So that is why Bal comes under those exceptions. But general rule thus comes under the general rule. That is how it is. Okay. So as for the present, you just remember this rule. And if you are not getting the form, then you have to look for whether it is exception or not. Otherwise, in 10th Gana, all dhatus which has a penultimate akara will become akara. That much you remember. Okay. So da becomes da. And so many other dhatus you may come across, they will all take dirga. The A will take dirga. So once you get this, A also you change, applying this rule, it becomes dasa yishya. Okay. Then once you get dasa yishya, then you get dasa yishyate, etc., etc., etc. Okay. I'll send you all these slides so that you can go through them. And if you have still any doubts, you can ask me in the next class. So now, let us see what is actually happening. And this is a little more technical for some of you. In fact, for all of you. But those who are able to absorb, you can absorb it. Those who don't absorb, it is not a problem at all, because I am going into a more technical issue of Panini Sutras. Okay. To explain why all these changes are happening. Now, there is a pratyaya called niche. Panini calls it niche. It is the content of the pratyaya is E. Okay. But the in and ich are ith letters in that. And there is a purpose why Panini has done this, because when in is a ith letter, it brings in certain changes in the dhatu, in the anga formation. So that's why he calls it niche. Okay. So this pratyaya, when it is applied to a dhatu first, it becomes a part of the dhatu itself. Even though it is sort of a Ganavikarana pratyaya type, but it becomes a part of the dhatu. So when you start this dhatu by applying first this niche pratyaya, splitting the dhatu and applying the nich pratyaya, which is E, what happens? Chur becomes churi. Bal becomes bali. Okay, etc. Whichever dhatu is there, that E gets added. So having become part of the dhatu, the guna rule applies to this E. So all the dhatus will take guna in all lakaras in the 10th gana. First thing happens because of this. Then what happens is the actual gana vikarana pratyaya, which is shap, which is called, Panini calls it shap, and the content of shap is a, ish and ip are it letters. And when that is applied in, and this shap is applicable only to sarva dhatuka lakaras, not to ardha dhatuka lakaras, right? Because the sutra says shap sarva dhatuke kartari. In kartari prayoga, shap is the is the ganavikarana pratyaya for sarva dhatuka lakaras. So that sutra, when it applies, this a of shap gets added to this churi plus a, it becomes. Okay. But because shap is a sarva dhatuka lakara, it doesn't apply to ardha dhatuka lakara. So it will not apply to lit lakara. For lit lakara, E will apply, but this A will not apply. So in this, it is this combination of E plus A which results in Aya for sarva dhatuka lakaras, because E will take guna, become A, and A followed by this will become I, then I plus A, Aya it will become. But for ardha dhatuka lakaras, this A is not there. So A will turn into I and it will only remain as I. This is the logic why, or grammar rule, because of which in ardha dhatuka lakara we have only I, because there is no shap, but nich is there in both the cases. So if you have not understood what this is all about, don't worry. These are technical. All that you need to remember is the ganavikarana pratyaya for sarva dhatuka lakara is Aya, and the ganavikarana pratyaya for ardha dhatuka lakaras is I in the 10th gana. This much you remember. That's all. Okay. So that's what I explained. E takes guna, becomes A, which is followed by A. So ayavayava sandhi will apply and A becomes I. In sarva dhatuka lakaras, this I is followed by a ganavikarana pratyaya A and becomes Aya. Since in ardha dhatuka lakaras, ganavikarana pratyaya A is not applicable, I remains as I only. Okay. So this is how the 10th gana behaves. Iti tinganta pratyaya bhag 2, second installment of. So we have completed the tinganta pratyaya. Okay. Now is this clear now? 10th gana. Forget the last 2 slides. Otherwise, Aya and I.
Yeah. Yes, Guruji.
Clear, but we have to practice, then only we will
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, we have to do some
First
practice.
time you are hearing, right? So it will take time. All these things, slowly, I will, like, this vaccination, inject a little bit more grammar to you in these classes, so that you become little more familiar with what is Paninian grammar, how that grammar has evolved rather. Okay. It's very interesting journey. In fact, Pujya Swamiji says more than the end result, the journey itself is very beautiful when you learn Sanskrit. That is what Pujya Swamiji used to tell me rather, right? And he was very particular that all the Vedanta students should learn Sanskrit very well rather, because it helps in Vedanta very much. Okay. Anyhow, now let us very quickly, we have got about 10 minutes time, quickly go through the every time I close that, it goes away. I thought it is okay. Doesn't matter. What is this? Now I will show you the that the pratyaya ready reckoner. Yes. Is it visible or not visible?
Not visible.
Not visible.
Not visible, Guruji.
Not that.
Yes, come on. Okay. So this is the ready reckoner, which I have prepared a few slides I have put together. We cannot skip this Maheshwara Sutrani. Maheshwara Sutrani. Okay. So all of you, as I keep on telling you, you must try to memorize this Maheshwara Sutras and then recall it whenever it is required, because this is the basis for the entire Sanskrit grammar. Okay. So let us just see. I won't recall. We don't have time to repeat it, but this is the first one. First slide, you must keep it as in the ready reckoner. For you, suppose it says an means what? So you should say a, e, u. Or it say ach means what? A, e, u, r, a, o, I, o. All this. So it's a very useful tool for any abbreviations or pratyaharas we come across.
In this, where is the niche?
Sorry?
In this, where is the niche? You were talking about the last.
Niche is not a pratyahara. Niche is a pratyaya.
Okay.
So you have to differentiate between a pratyaya and a pratyahara. But what Panini has done is he has used only these everywhere.
Okay.
So what is different? Niche is a pratyaya which has got e as the content with in and ich as the ith letters, the circled letters. So finally, when we use that e, we drop those letters. It is just like the the banana's peel. Whenever you want to eat the banana, you have to peel it off, but it comes with the peel. That is how the Paninian pratyayas he defines. Okay. Even all the 2,200 dhatus, he has added a ith letter to every dhatu, so that ith letter indicates how the dhatu behaves in terms of conjugation. It's a very brilliant work. I mean, the more you learn about it, initially it all becomes totally confusing, but later on, once clarity starts coming, then you really start enjoying the beauty of how he has done it, right? If you understand, if you know what exactly, the way he has proceeded writing the sutras. Okay, so now next is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. These are all just repetition slides. So here you can keep it, a plus a will become a, e will become e, u will become u, r will become r, dirgha, when it is followed by Savarna Swaraha. Then Vriddhi Sandhi, we have said a stroke a stroke I will become I, a stroke a plus o stroke au become au. So this is, you can keep it whenever you are coming across any Sandhi situation. These slides will be very useful. Similarly, Guna Sandhi, all these, how Guna letters and all. Premaji, you can use this Sandhi whenever you get confused about Gunas. Okay. So, not Premaji, sorry, Padmaji. So then next one is, this is true. Yan Sandhi. So with this also we have seen Yan Sandhi, the same thing which we have seen, I have reproduced in this ready reckoner, so that you can keep this as a very handy rather. Then Ayavayava Sandhi is there. Okay. Then Sandhi Prakriya, Pararupa Sandhi, again, this is the last one. 6 Sandhi rules we have seen. Okay. Only thing is here, when we are talking about Pararupa Sandhi, we have to remember that this Sandhi applies within a pada, not with 2 padams. Okay. That's the most important thing we have to remember. Then all the thing pratyayas I have given. Lat lakara present tense and lit lakara future tense will be the same pratyayas. Okay. Same parasmay padam and atmay padam, same pratyayas we will apply. Then lang lakara, past tense, these are the pratyayas. We have to remember to add the prefix a to the anga. Okay. So that is very, very important in lang lakara. Then lot lakara, imperative mood, these are the pratyayas. then Vidhiling Lakara, these are the pratyayas. So this completes all the 5 Lakaras pratyayas. Okay. Then, sorry, again a mistake. I think, yes, we can just use this itself. Yeah. So these rules I have just put it, first gana, fourth gana, sixth gana, 10th gana. Gana vikarana pratyaya, and dhatu guna. That is in which lakara dhatu will take guna, not take guna. Okay. So this is again a very useful thing. So gana vikarana pratyayas for sarva dhatuka a, ya, a and aya. For ardha dhatuka rit lakara a. Fourth gana no gana vikarana pratyaya. Sixth gana no gana vikarana pratyaya. And 10th gana is I. Okay. Then vikarana pratyaya. Rit lakara all are sya. Straightforward. Then dhatus taking guna. In sarva dhatuka, in the first gana it will take guna, and 10th gana it will take guna. Fourth and sixth gana dhatu will not take guna. Whereas in ardha dhatuka lakaras, all lakaras, ardha dhatuka, rit lakara, especially what we have seen, dhatus will take guna in all the lakaras. So this chart should be very helpful for you to whenever it's whether it will take guna or not take guna and all that, which is the vikarana pratyaya to be applied, gana vikarana pratyaya whether it will apply or not apply. All these rules will become very, very clear to you from this chart. Okay. So then the grammar rules which we have seen. First one, the ik, e, u, r of iganta dhatus take guna. By this process, the dhatus ending in E becomes A, ending with U becomes O, and ending with R becomes R. Ending with R becomes Al. And there are some exceptions to this rule, which we have not seen. Whenever we come across, we will see those exceptions. Then, second rule, the vikarana pratyaya in rit lakara is sya. If the is in sya is preceded by a in, e or u, or a kavarga, the is changes to ish. So sya becomes shya if this condition is satisfied. Then third rule we saw, when a dhatu ending in e stroke u is followed by a ajadi pratyaya. Ajadi means ach. Okay. Ach adi. The ending ivarna or uvarna are converted respectively to e or u in sarva dhatuka lakaras. This rule also we have seen rather. Then in rit lakara for dhatus which are anit, when a jal, class 4 onwards till the end, is followed by kar, and whenever I am referring to class 4, class 2 and all, go back to Maheshwara Sutras. So followed by a kar, class 2 till the end except ha, the jal letter is replaced by a corresponding char letter, class 1 till the end except ha. If the dhatu ends with a refa, that is ir or vakara iv, the penultimate ik of the dhatu will take dirgha. So e will become e, u will become u. Okay. In ardha dhatuka lakaras, the ish of dhatus ending with ish will first change to ish and then to ik in the anga formation. In the 10th gana, the penultimate a of the anga undergoes a vriddhi when followed by the gana vikarana pratyaya. This rule is negated for certain types of dhatus. So anga formation, these are the following steps that we have to follow. Identify the dhatu, which gana it belongs to, and whether it is parasmay padam or atmane padam or ubhaya pada dhatu. Split the dhatu into its sounds, that is the vowels and consonants. Based on the gana and lakara, determine which gana vikarana pratyaya or other vikarana pratyayas are applicable. Based on the lakara, determine whether any other prefix or suffix is applicable. For example, lang lakara takes the prefix a. Some dhatus in rit lakara take idagama. Then apply guna, sandhi rules and other grammar rules, if any. So this completes the short ready reckoner. Okay. I'll send you all this material so that you can keep them handy. You just keep that whenever you are doing any of the exercises for conjugation of dhatus, and this will be sufficient accordingly. If you know, follow all this much should be, you must be able to easily refer to. You don't need to search which, which class, what we saw and all that. So I put everything together. Okay. I will say the prayers and then take questions if there are any. And next class, we will start with infant reader from Friday. Okay. Now, I think infant reader, we have completed 14th lesson, isn't it?
Yes, Swami. Yes, G.
15 did we
14,
do?
no, 14, 14.
14, okay. So
Yes.
from 15th lesson, we will do infant reader. Some lessons, few lessons we will do. And then I'm planning to do a similar exercise for nouns, subhantas. We will see akara, anta, pullinga, and strilinga, and all that kind of thing. What are all the various classifications of subhantas, nouns, we will see that. Okay. But after seeing, going through a few lessons in infantry. Okay. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thank you all.
Namaste, Guruji.
I have a
Namaste,
question,
Guruji.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Guruji, one clarification, Guruji.
Yeah.
In this, just now 10th Gana when you explained, you said this Dhatu ending with Refa or Vakara, the E or U takes a Dirgha, the penultimate. But A always takes a Dirgha, Guruji, except for exceptions like Balvisa.
Yeah. Intent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Or,
A always takes, but for exception.
General
But,
rule is it will take Dirgha. But
okay.
exceptions are given in the
Exceptions.
sutras. That's all. That's why Bala doesn't take.
Okay.
That is why. That's an exception.
But for E and U, they have to have an ending with Refa or Vakara. Then it will become Dirgha.
Then it will become E or U.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Raghuji, I have a question.
Yeah.
So when we learn the 15th from 15th chapter in the infant reader, we will be working based application of the lakaras and all, or lakaras. That's what I want. Each word we identify.
Why did I teach you this?
Huh?
Why did I do?
I know, I know, but-
Teaching this only for that purpose. That when we go to the 15th chapter.
I know, because I just want to. Generally, I want to read and prepare myself. That's all I ask.
But I will not identify. I will ask you to identify the lakara.
I know that much. I know that, but at least I see my characteristics. I have to look at it.
Don't get scared.
It cannot be the first time. So that's so I have to do some work. Not all.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You just, all of you, in fact, prepare the 15th chapter lesson as much as possible, and then we will go through the same process we have been going through.
Okay.
Which, and so that everybody will be on the same page. They will understand. Even if they got some doubts, it will not be clarified.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Good. Thank you very much. Hari Om.
Dhanyavada Mahodaya.
Yeah, dhanyawada, Guru.
Thank you, Guruji. Hari Om.
Sorry. Anybody said something?
Somebody is conversing at home, I think.
Acha, okay.
Dhanyavada Mahodaya.
Free. Okay.
Yes.
I will end the session. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.